I can't go camping. I got too much to do.
Get your chores done and go camping.
It has been far too long since we had any kind of camping activity. About a year ago I went on a trip out to Idaho, and I kind of quit filming because I just decided I wanted to put the cameras away for a while. I got a flat tire on the way, and I did kind of put together a little video about that, but it's not a very good one. Maybe I'll post that as midweek filler sometime, so that way you guys can at least see what I had going on with that. Hey, so the spot I'm about to drive into is actually at the Pavement Ends Proving Grounds in a little hidey place that we kind of developed into a campsite. So I'm going to just sneak back in here, and we'll have some privacy and maybe talk about a couple of things. Yeah, this is a pretty loose definition of camping. I'm so close to home. Technically, this thing is more of a two-person operation. I kind of had a little system down to where I could do it by myself without too much trouble. The problem is, it's been so long since I've been camping and so long since I deployed this thing, I kind of forgot what I was doing. So yeah, it's still running at the moment. I got a couple of things that are just finishing charging up, and then I can turn it off. Well, it's pretty fresh out here. We got our fireplace ring ready to go. Got some firewood stacked up that I took from our donation pile way down at the end of the road here. So, and there's plenty of wood here, so I'm not going to be worried about building too much of a fire. However, I'm not ready to start a fire quite yet because we have some daylight left, and it's really not that cold out yet, so I don't feel like I'm really quite ready for a fire. Plus, I worked up a sweat just moving these rocks and firewood around. And I'll probably go get a couple of more armloads of firewood. So they truly say that the firewood warms you up more than once, because you know, you got to cut it, you got to split it, and who knows how many times you got to haul it. And then the final time it warms you up is when you actually burn it. Well, forgot to take my gloves with me, but I was committed. And we have enough firewood, I think, to last for a couple hours, make a nice evening. But here it is, it's already going on 8 o'clock in the evening, and I haven't even made dinner yet, so I better get that going here pretty quick. That one's still pretty full. Okay, that'll do the trick. We got some asparagus. Got some bacon. A root beer for later. So, when you're out camping, at least one night it's required that some dish include bacon. So if you're only camping out for one night of the week, bacon it is. I don't make the rules. So what I do is yeah, and the recipe also says don't use thick cut bacon because it will. Oh, look at that. You can tell already that this is going to be a winner. Now, I've never done this dish before, but what I did was I was in the mood for something bacony, but I kind of wondered what could I do? So you get the old Google thing going and just type in bacon wrapped, and it starts suggesting things you can wrap with bacon right in the search window. And asparagus was right near the top of the list. And since I like bacon and asparagus, you can tell that I was immediately sold. Oh man, this is drop dead easy. Of course, we'll see if this stuff tries to come unwrapped. And as you can see, I'm using my Applewood Mesquite smoked extra virgin olive oil. Corning, California. I'm going to try putting this part of the bacon down first, because I feel like that will help lock it together. Now the recipe actually calls for this to be baked or broiled. But I don't necessarily have my oven with me today. Look at that. Oh boy. That's going to be great. All right. We'll check back on that later. Grief. Oh, there's a nail in it or a screw. Thinking, why won't that split? Well, this was some donated wood, so okay, well, I guess that's going in as is. All right. I'm worried about scorching this. I forgot my little pinchy things. Look at that. Okay. That's getting close to done. Fire started. Doesn't get any better than that, you guys. I kind of knew that the bacon wrapped asparagus, that's not really a meal in itself. So, having my Italian sub from earlier, and I'm cooking the end of it in bacon to see if that will improve it at all. I told them, you know, mustard, mayo, everything except bell peppers and jalapeno peppers. They just don't go with an Italian sub to me. Well, he didn't put anything on there. It's still a good sub though. I mean, it's good. But I'm going to see if this au jus fry does anything. Probably not going to be the healthiest sub sandwich in the world, but it's sure going to be tasty after it cools off a little. Oh yeah. I actually think I'm going to start doing this on purpose. Now I know some of you folks have been after me in the past for cremating my bacon, but I do like it kind of dark and fairly crisp, especially when it's around something that's going to be kind of soft and chewy. I'm looking forward to trying this. So a leftover deli sandwich, bacon wrapped asparagus, and of course my root beer by a campfire. I haven't done this for a long time, and boy, this sure feels good. So cheers everybody. Happy trails to wherever you're at. And hopefully you're eating something good too. So here goes the moment of truth. Oh yeah, that does the trick. You know what I kind of forgot to show you guys was I sprinkled a little garlic on here before I cooked it. And that works with the sandwich too. Almost like making a panini. Alright, I'm going to shut some cameras off. Enjoy my dinner in the fire. I'll check back with you guys in just a little bit. As kind of an added bonus, I got the thermocell out in case the mosquitoes were going to start attacking me, and I haven't been bothered by mosquitoes at all, which is kind of surprising because good grief, back in January and February we had a couple of warm days. I was getting bit like crazy. I thought, this isn't fair. Mosquitoes in winter. Well, folks, the fire is dying down. As you can tell, I am de-jacketed and ready to crawl into bed. This is what it will look like. And boy, talk about softy. This is a controller for this electric blanket thingy. It's actually a throw. I will have to admit, that's pretty soft. Well, finally in bed here. I'm just glad to be back out on the sort of the camping circuit, as it were. Yeah, I expect I'll sleep pretty good tonight. I got myself good and tired. It's late. I think it's about sometime after 11 at night, and it's just really been a pleasant evening. Very relaxing, so I think that'll be a big help. So I'm going to shut up for now, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Well, good morning, folks. Boy, that was a good sleep. Just what I needed. And well, it's kind of an up and atom kind of day. I don't have a lot of time to dawdle, but maybe just enough time. This right here. Well, this usually sits on the job site, but it has its uses for camping too. It's big and bulky. I wouldn't take it on a long trip anywhere, but just because I was local, I decided to bring it along. I like having air movement at night when I'm sleeping, and this thing does the bill. And I'm thinking maybe help keep some smoke going off in the other direction and fan our flames. Well, I know I'd be in trouble with the bushcrafters, but this really isn't bushcrafting. In fact, this is barely camping, but it's good enough for our purposes. Now that we got our morning atmosphere underway, I think it's time for some coffee. Well, I know it's only instant coffee, but this is pretty doggone good instant coffee. So I guess we can get away with it. I'm sure there are more other exciting things in the world than watching some old guy sit in a chair by a fire sipping his coffee. But if you made it this far, well, I appreciate it. So I know it's been a substantial amount of time since I made any videos, especially camping videos. It's been over a year. Now that's not to say that I haven't been camping. I took a trip about a year ago and I did some videoing, but nothing ever really like just bubbled out. Yeah, I kind of wished I'd done a little more videoing now, but as I got farther into the trip I realized I needed to just put the cameras away and just enjoy the trip for what it was. So I think what I'm trying to say is, if I really analyze it well, is I decided to just take a year off from filming stuff. And I'm kind of paying for it now, because I realize I'm forgetting how to do certain things, and some of the little shortcuts that made things a little easier for me. Smoke. So this is probably a good place to start camping again, right here at the Pavement Ends World Headquarters Proving Grounds, because I realized I forgot a lot of stuff. And so it was fairly convenient to just run back and get what I needed. One of the basics was water. I didn't bring any just easy to access water. And a couple other things I forgot. But the only danger is I'm still pretty close to my sister, so one of the things I don't think I've ever asked in any of these videos is who out there likes to do this sort of thing, and do you have a favorite spot that you like to go to? As some of you might know, my favorite spot overall is Hole in the Ground. There's something about that place that just really impacts me. That area is just gorgeous. I think part of the reason I like it is because basically it's a 360 view of all the surrounding countryside, and it's kind of wide open so you can really see it, and it's just a geologic phenomenon that's just incredible to me. And I'm sure there's other dramatic places that I would find just as breathtaking, but for some reason I really enjoy that particular spot. So I guess I'm asking if you guys would comment down below here. Do you have a favorite spot that you like to visit, whether it's for camping or just as kind of a little getaway? It doesn't have to be some far off remote place. I mean, it can be, but it doesn't have to be. Well, the fire is winding down, and fortunately for you, so is this video. I'm really hoping to do this again soon. Okay, somebody is singing. Somebody is singing quite atrociously at the neighbors. No relation to me this time. It probably sounds good from where he's at, but not so good down here. I doubt that microphone's even picking it up, but anyway, hey, at least he's having a good morning, so that's good. Of course, so are we. And I think it's time to wind this down. Okay, I think the first song is over. We'll see if we're going to get a complete concert. So yeah, as I was saying, it's time to wind this video down as well. Once again, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys again out here on the back roads.